Alright guys, this needs to be addressed. This is one of the stupidest fucking comments that I get all the time on all of my videos, my pictures, whenever I post something. There's always some dumb motherfucker who wants to run his mouth, who doesn't know shit about women and dating, and they will say stupid fucking shit like, just be yourself, bro. Nope. And today we're gonna address why that is a stupid fucking comment. If you think about it, I'm gonna explain to you why that is never going to work for about 80 to 90% of most men. Let's get into it. So first of all, the concept of just be yourself, bro, will definitely work if you are between the 1 to 5% of top tier men. We're talking about guys who are 9 or 10 out of 10 chads. Okay, the stereotypical tall, good-looking guy, looks like a male model, has six-pack abs, has 6 figures or more in the bank, has 6 inches below the waist, drives the nice car, is a leader, is a protector, provider, has his whole life in all areas and aspects handled. That guy can definitely be himself and women will find him attractive. He won't have to use any game, he won't have to use any techniques. If he's got a face like Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, Johnny Depp, Henry Cavill, Justin Bieber, Ryan Gosling, Ryan Reynolds, if he looks like one of those good-looking male model, famous Hollywood celebrity actors, rock stars, then yeah, that guy could definitely just be himself and women will find him attractive. They will be attracted to him. When a guy in the Chad tier, right, if the guy's an 8, 9, or 10, in the face, he doesn't really have to do anything. Women will just find him attractive. They'll just want to have sex with him. He doesn't need to use any special lines, techniques, or gimmicks. The fact that he's good looking and the fact that he has his life together and that he's a true alpha male, sure, he could just be himself. These type of guys can show up at a nightclub. They don't have to say anything or do anything. They could just stand there and be good looking and they will basically stand out like a beacon to beautiful women. Women will see that guy from across the room and go, wow, look at that 6'4" hot guy. I want to fuck him. I want to get on my knees and suck his dick. Even guys who are 8s and 9s, generally women will still not approach. They still want you to do the approaching. That's usually your responsibility as a guy. But there are some guys who are in that 10 out of 10 category where women will approach you, they will throw themselves at you, and they will literally walk up to you and say, I want you to fuck me. But guess what, guys? That's not you. If you're watching this video, you're probably average. Most people are. For example, a guy who's a 5 out of 10, he's neither attractive nor unattractive. He's just there. He's just plain, usually has no sexual attributes. Guys that are a little slightly above average, 6 out of 10, may have a little bit of noticeable cuteness in the face. Guys that are 4 out of 10, you can kind of just tell there's something unattractive about that guy. And then it just goes either way. Guys that are 3 out of 10, you can clearly look at them and say, wow, that guy is not attractive. A guy who's a 7 out of 10, you can go, wow, that's a pretty good looking guy. Guys that are 2 out of 10, 1 out of 10, it's pretty much over for them. Guys that are 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, basically playing life on easy mode. Having women throw themselves at them, getting all the job opportunities, making all the money without actually having to do anything. But again, this is a small percentage of the population. This is a very small percentage of the population. Male attractiveness goes in a bell curve. Most guys are going to be somewhere in the middle. 5, 6, 4. You're going to be somewhere around the 5.5, 6.5. And this is basically the whole population of men. Again, very small percentage. 10 out of 10 guys is like 1 to 5% of guys. 1 out of 10 guys who are like in a wheelchair, who are physically deformed, they're missing, arms and legs, are handicapped. Basically a 1 out of 10 is over here. This is like Sloth from the Goonies. And over here, 10 out of 10 is like Leonardo DiCaprio in his prime in the movie Titanic. Over here is what women generally want. This is what they find attractive. Guys here are usually fuckable if they have game and they don't screw it up. And unfortunately, guys over here, it's pretty much over for them. Unless these guys learn game and ascend and basically increase their SMV, their sexual marketplace value. Again, these guys can just be themselves because they're hot, they're good looking, and women want them. They don't have to do anything. Everybody here either learn game or it's over for you. Meaning that you have to have something else to bring to the table to compensate for your lack of good looks. Meaning you can't just be yourself. For example, if you're a guy who's, let's say, a 4 out of 10, you're fat, you're overweight, you're old, you're bald, you're short, 5'2", you've got a face and a body that looks like Danny DeVito, and then all you do all day is like sit on your couch in your boxer shorts, scratch your balls, watching Netflix and eating Cheetos. Go ahead, be yourself. Just do that. Just sit around, scratch your balls, eating Cheetos, and let's see how well that's gonna work out for you. Okay, it's not. It's gonna be over for you. A guy like that is gonna have to learn game. He's gonna have to learn specific techniques, strategies, tactics. He's gonna have to have interesting things to say. He's going to have to go to the gym to increase his physical attractiveness, to lower his body fat percentage. He's gonna have to go get those six-pack abs. He's gonna go have to get a better job and save money, buy a better car, get a better house, become a better leader. He's gotta improve every area and aspect of his life if he ever wants to compete with these top-tier men. And after he does that, he's still gonna have to learn techniques and strategies of exactly how to approach women confidently. He's gonna have to know how to do and say all of the right things in order to create attraction with the woman. And then if that guy actually does learn how to approach and create attraction with the woman that he likes, he then still needs to learn how to convert this interaction into a phone number, or what I like to call a lead. And then if the guy can manage to do that and get that far, he's still, that doesn't equal pussy. Getting a phone number doesn't equal getting laid. You'll still need to learn how to call or text the girl properly and be able to convert that phone number into a date. Once you get the girl on the date, that still doesn't equal getting laid. You'll still need to learn how to manage the date and take it physical to get the first kiss, to get the first makeout going, and to escalate the situation physically towards foreplay, towards sucking on the girl's tits, towards getting a blowjob, towards going down on the girl. And finally, sex. A guy needs to learn all of that stuff. You can't just be yourself and show up. It's not gonna work for you. You need to learn all of that stuff. All of that is your game. All of that. Everything that you bring to the table as a man is your game. Don't forget that. You have to work on improving every area and aspect of your life if you want to compete with these guys. These guys can just be themselves. You can't. You can't afford to just sit home and scratch your balls and eat Cheetos and watch Netflix all day. That's not going to get you top tier Stacy quality women. It might get you some girls who are 2 or 3 out of 10, but I don't think that's what you guys want. I think you guys want Stacy tier. Okay, there's Chad tier men, 8s, 9s, and 10s, and there's Stacy tier women, 8s, 9s, and 10s. These are the hot women. These are the women that I'm teaching you to pick up. And without game, you are never gonna get girls of this caliber. You might luckily get something over here, but again, I don't think that's what you want. I think you guys want top quality pussy. I mean, that's why I'm in this game. I'm not here to get the scraps. I'm here to get the hot women. Young, hot, sexy, tight. If you don't learn game, it's gonna be over for you. You're never gonna get top quality women like this. And that's why I think this question is so fucking stupid when you guys think about it, when you keep saying, oh, just be yourself, bro. Oh, just be yourself, man. You know, it'll all work out. Just put yourself out there, bro. Okay, it's not gonna work. Usually, also, the guys that say that, when you ask them, okay, well, how many women have you fucked? And they're like, oh, I'm still a virgin. How many women have you fucked? Oh, I've been with like 2 girls. Like, bro, you have no fucking business giving anybody advice. Learn some game, get some success with women first. Because right now, when you guys are saying that shit and you have a fucking 0 lay count or a fucking 2 or a 5 lay count, it's basically like the blind leading the blind. You got one guy who doesn't get laid trying to tell another guy, just be yourself. Like, if you ain't getting no pussy, you have no business teaching other guys how to get pussy. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Leave it to the professional. There's a reason why I'm in this game as a professional dating coach. It's almost 2023, and I've been with almost 300 different women. And that's why a lot of guys, as soon as they start giving advice, the first thing I type is lay count with a question mark. Because I want to see, if you're giving advice, what's your credibility? Because if you tell me you've only been with 2 girls, get the fuck out of here. You have no business giving advice. You have no business getting in the comments saying, just be confident, bro. Just be yourself, bro. Just get a haircut and go to the gym, bro. You know how fucking stupid you sound? Because if you don't have any success, how the fuck are you gonna teach someone else how to get success? Also, the other reason it's very important to listen to what the fuck I'm talking about is because look at my face and look at this fucking look scale. Where am I? About a 5 to a 6, maybe a 6.5 on a good day. which means that you know 100% that all the girls that I fucked, it isn't because I'm good looking. It's not because I'm a fucking 10 out of 10 Chad. I'm an average guy who has a very high leg count. That's how you know that it's my game that's getting the girls, not my looks. It's what I'm doing. A lot of you guys, you'll try to find a dating coach who's like good looking, a guy who looks like a fucking 9 out of 10. Why the fuck would you listen to that guy? I mean, if you're listening to a guy who's like a 9 out of 10 who's a dating coach, how do you really know that it's his quote unquote game that's getting girls versus his looks? Because mostly it's probably his looks. This is another important point to bring up as well. There are some of you guys who are good looking who are watching this video and you're like, man, you don't need to use all the game stuff, just be confident, bro. Fine. It works for you because you're good looking. If you're a good looking guy who walks up to a girl and is confident, hey, what's up, how's your day going? That's all you have to do. Because you're good looking, the girl will respond to you. The problem is that you good looking guys are most likely giving that advice to guys who are average or below average. So imagine how fucking stupid that you sound to a guy who's, let's say, a 3 out of 10, who looks like a fucking short, fat little manlet. Maybe he looks like he's like as tall as Lord Farquaad, who has an ugly face and a recessed jawline and fucking giant bug eyes and is broke and works in a fucking pawn shop or stocks shelves at Home Depot, making 15 bucks an hour. And you're over here, a guy who's like 6'3", 6'4", good looking, Calvin Klein underwear model with a very defined jawline and hunter eyes. And you're telling this guy, just be confident, bro. It worked for me. This guy over here is looking at you like, bro, you're good looking. It's not your game. You're not doing anything. That's why you guys need dating coaching. You need a guy like myself who actually uses game and knows what he's doing with women and can actually give you the real techniques and strategies to attract these hot women. Because again, I'm an average looking guy and I've been able to punch above my weight and get these Stacy tier quality women. You will say, how did you do it, Ryan? Well, I used game because it's clearly not my looks. I'm an average looking guy, average height, but I have a specific skill set that enables me to approach women confidently and deliver some sort of verbal material that is designed to trigger attraction in the woman's brain. I know all of the right things to do and say in order to create attraction and get the girl's phone number, and then I know how to convert that phone number into a date and turn that date into getting her back to my house and getting sex, and then even converting it into a relationship, meaning like a girlfriend, or putting her on rotation or on my roster. You see, if you want real results with women in dating, you have to learn pickup. Pickup is a skill set. Pickup is learning the entire process from meet to sex, from eye contact all the way to the bedroom. And if you want to get all of these areas handled, every single part of your game, health, wealth, relationships, lifestyle, social media, and become that naturally high value, confident, attractive man who's naturally going to attract beautiful women and know exactly what to say and do to get the girl that you want, that you want to check out my new book, How to Pick Up Hot Women, that's available now on Amazon. And it's going to teach you all of this stuff. It's going to teach you how to get every single part or component of your game handled so that you can finally attract the exact types of women that you want and finally start living the lifestyle of your dreams. So if you're ready to stop just being yourself and you're ready to step up your game and become that high value attractive man, then definitely click the link in the comments below and check out my new book. Because again, if you're a guy who's just gonna be yourself, let's see how well that works out for you. Like I said, either learn game or it's over for you. Now let's go into this a little bit deeper. Let me give you some personal experience. I am not a naturally extroverted person. I'm really not a club guy, but pickup, the art of seduction, learning how to approach, learning the art of the approach, it will teach you how to basically don an extroverted personality temporarily to put on that suit and tie and go out to a nightclub and just start approaching women confidently and talking to them. When you learn game, you'll be able to walk up to, let's say, a group of women who's standing there, and you'll be able to just talk to them like normal people. You can kind of put on this facade and create the attraction, get the phone number, and then turn the phone number into sex. But if you're a guy who wants to just be yourself and you want to just sit home and play Call of Duty all day and jerk off to Pornhub and basically not ever go out, not converse with people, not interact with people, and just basically be a recluse in your mom's basement, if you're the kind of guy who says, well, I don't want to go to the gym, I don't want to work on myself, women should just like me and just accept me for who I am. You're the type of guy who's gonna just like leech off society, like live on unemployment, live off of your parents, borrow money from your friends, you're never gonna get a job and never become a protector or a provider for a woman, okay, then it's gonna be over for you, bro. Why should she date you? Women have an endless sea of options. They have guys who are good looking, who also have money, who have high status, charisma, are natural born leaders, they own companies, you know, multimillionaire guys that own yachts and private planes. And then there's you. I just want to be myself. I'm just going to be fat. I'm not going to have any game. I'm not going to go to the gym. I'm not going to get a job. I'm not going to learn how to talk to women. I'm not going to read Ryan's book. I'm not going to learn how to approach women confidently. I'm not going to memorize all the pickup lines. I'm just going to show up and expect hot Stacy tier quality women to choose me over the options that they have over here. Bro, it's not going to happen. You need to learn game, or it's fucking over for you, bro. Now what happens when you learn game, you'll be able to go out and approach women confidently. You'll know all the pickup lines. You'll know exactly what to say to make a woman become interested in you. If you're naturally an introverted person and you don't really like to be around a lot of people, that's fine. You can go right back to that, but you still need to learn enough game to go out and approach and start getting the phone numbers, building the leads, building your inventory. Then you got to run through the process of game from meeting the girl all the way to sex. And then after you have sex with the girl, sure, you can relax. You don't have to keep going back out if you don't want to. If you're a guy who just wants a girlfriend, you got to learn game. You got to start approaching a bunch of girls, find the one that you connect with best, have sex with her, make her your girlfriend. And then sure, you can go back to playing Call of Duty and sitting in your boxer shorts, scratching your balls and eating Cheetos after the fact. I would argue that she's probably not going to stay that long because, again, she has way better options than you. That's why I would suggest, even once you get in a relationship, like, you can relax for a little while, but you still need to keep working on yourself. You still need to keep self-improving, become the absolute best version of yourself, the most attractive version, because that's what's going to keep the girl wanting to continue being your girlfriend. You know, you've either got guys who don't get laid at all telling you, just be yourself, bro. Well, they don't get laid anyway, so their opinion doesn't count. And then you got these guys who are saying, oh, just be yourself. Well, your opinion doesn't fucking count either because you're good looking. It's not, you know, you don't have to do anything. But everybody here, you can't afford to just be yourself. You have to step up your game. And as time progresses, as we move into now 2024, the game is just getting fucking astronomically harder and harder. So if you're a guy who's ready to get this part of your life handled, and I mean for good, forever, the first thing I would recommend that you do is go on Amazon.com, get a copy of my new book, How to Pick Up Hot Women. This is now the new 2nd edition full color version. The Kindle version is just $6.99 and the paperback version is $97. It's on sale right now. I would actually urge you to buy the paperback because it's also a workbook. It has quizzes, you can write in it, it has questions for you to answer. And basically this book will teach you everything about game. Everything that you need to know all the way from open to close. It will teach you every single part, every single component of your game. Having this book is literally like, if you get the Kindle, it's like having me in your phone or having me sitting right there on your desk. It's a complete reference guide that's going to teach you everything that you need to know about women and dating, how to attract them, and how to become a naturally high-value, confident, attractive man. So, if you want to just keep being yourself, go ahead. And, of course, in 5 or 10 years down the road, when you still have never seen a vagina in your life, you may start to realize that, wow, I guess that advice doesn't work. Maybe I do have to learn game. Maybe I do have to bring something else to the table to get these high quality women to notice me and become attracted to me. I mean, I'm just be real with you guys. Like, if I was just myself, if I just sat in this house all day watching Netflix, do you think women are just gonna show up magically on my doorstep, naked, hot women who are of this caliber, 8s, 9s, and 10s? They're just gonna show up and be like, yeah, just fuck me because you're yourself. No, that's delusional. I have to bring something to the table. If I want women, I've got to get dressed up. I've got to step up my fashion game. I've got to put on that suit and that tie. I've got to go out to a nightclub. I have to approach dozens and dozens of women. I have to get on Tinder, Bumble, Hinge. I have to swipe on all types of women. And when they go to my profile, I have to have high quality pictures with aesthetic upgrades and a great bio to get their attention because they've got thousands of guys hitting them up on Tinder. Why should they date me? The reason they do is because I have game, online game, meaning that I have my profile set up in a certain way that naturally just triggers attraction instantly. As soon as a woman sees it, she goes, wow, she reads my bio and she says, wow, this guy has a lot to offer. It gives them reason to date me. Why should she date me? I need to let her know what I bring to the table. She looks at my pictures. She said, wow, these are really good pictures. That's all part of your game. And I explain how to do all of this in the book. When I go out to a nightclub, I don't just walk up to a woman and, you know, riff it off the top of my head. Hey, how you doing? I like the music in here. It's nice, right? Who sings this song? Hey, that's a nice dress. Hey, you're really pretty. Okay, guys, she's heard all that before. And when you walk up to a girl and you tell her you're pretty, you're beautiful, you're just basically the next guy. Okay, the girl sitting there, you walk up, hey, you're really beautiful. And she's like, wow, I've heard that before. The next guy walks up, you're very beautiful. Wow, I've heard that one before. Next, next. And basically, if you don't have game, you're just the next guy coming up and telling her that she's pretty or she's beautiful or she's hot or that she has nice shoes. You guys need to get in the book and learn the exact scripts. I tell you exactly how to approach the girl. I tell you exactly what to say. You can basically copy and paste exactly what I did out of the book. And what I teach you is basically stuff that is all tried, true, and field tested. Meaning that I've done it myself and got results, meaning phone numbers, dates, and sex. And so have thousands of my students all over the world. They've done exactly what I say in the book. They go up to women, they use the material, they get phone numbers, they get dates, they get sex, and they get relationships, girlfriends, wives, etc. So, I hope that answered the question of why you shouldn't just be yourself. Again, it is the stupidest fucking question, and now that you've watched this video, if you made it all the way to the end and you understand all of these points that we just discussed, then now you're probably starting to think to yourself, wow, that does sound really fucking dumb. Like, you do need to learn game and you do need to bring something to the table if you want high quality women to become attracted to you. Anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. We're going to stop it there for today. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for more and leave your comments in the box below. Let me know if there's a certain issue about women, dating, or relationships that you want me to discuss, and I may make a future video on that. And at that, I will see you guys on the next one. Good luck and game on, fellas. Peace.